Hello and welcome back. So today we will discuss syphilis. Syphilis in pregnancy. It's a very important infection. All pregnant women, they are screened for syphilis as part of their booking blood tests in the first trimester, and you will understand why. Okay. So it's a sexually transmitted infection. It is caused by a spirochete, which is actually a gram-negative bacteria, and the name of that bacteria or the spirochete is Treponema pallidum. So it affects only humans. Okay, it's a disease which can affect blood vessels and the perivascular area. So whether it will affect the baby or not, the risk of transmission, it depends on what stage of maternal infection it is. Because sometimes syphilis, we will discuss the stages, so it depends on the stage. And the longer the mother has been having it, the more benign course is for the baby. Okay, the less serious it is for the baby. Now, we will first discuss about the primary syphilis. Okay, so there can be primary, the secondary, and then there is even tertiary syphilis, and then there is latent stages as well. So we will discuss first the primary syphilis. In primary syphilis, people may not even know it. It can be just a painless ulcer. That's it. And especially if it's on genitalia, people may not notice it. It can be even in the oral cavity, depending on the mode of the sexual practices of the person. So many times people don't even know, and even without treatment, it's gone. Okay, so it's called chancre. Okay, do not please confuse it with chancroid. Okay, so what do we mean by chancre? It's a painless, well circumscribed, mean the margins are, we can easily, they are not irregular, and superficial ulcer. Okay, indurated means hard. Okay, it heals without treatment. That's the problem. So if a person doesn't know it, they will get better even without treatment. And so in women, vaginal discharge may be a presenting complaint. The vaginal discharge may be greenish or yellowish, and it may be foul smelling. Okay, but vaginal discharge is not a major presenting complaint. Okay, so there may be, on if there is an ulcer, on the ulcer there may be some thick discharge. Okay, and the lymph nodes, regional lymph nodes, they're enlarged, but they are non-tender and rubbery. So remember this non-tender lymph nodes. So we said it's chancre and not chancroid. Chancroid is an other ulcer which is caused by another microorganism which is called Haemophilus ducreyi. Okay, and it's actually a painful condition. Chancroid is painful, chancre is not painful. And even in chancroid, the lymph nodes, they are tender. Okay, so with in syphilis, lymph nodes are non-tender. So that's why usually people don't know, and usually even if there is an ulcer, it heals and they don't go and get treatment. So then secondary syphilis. Okay, so 1 to 3 months after healing of primary lesion, it may appear. People can have generalized flu-like symptoms, mild disease. Again, they may not notice it. It's generalized, some rash and enlarged lymph nodes. Again, non-tender. Okay. So what is the characteristic skin lesion like? It's maybe like roseolar or small papules, like small bumps. Okay. So small papules or rose-like. Okay, roseolar. And there may be in the oropharynx, there may be some patches or some benign painless wart-like lesions may be noted, which are called condyloma. Okay, so condyloma lata. Okay, condyloma lata, that's the one specific to secondary syphilis. They are just painless wart-like lesions. That's it. Okay, and there may be present at the junction of the mucocutaneous junction. Okay, the junction of the skin and the mucous membranes. Okay, so do not please confuse it with condyloma acuminata, which is, it should be condyloma acuminata, okay, which is caused by human papillomavirus. Okay, this is LATA or LATA. Now the stages, so first was primary, then there is secondary, then there may be a latent phase, right? So it can, latent phase is divided into, latent stage is divided into early and late. So okay, so early is within 1 year of infection, and latent is more than 1 year. Okay, and then tertiary. So tertiary anywhere between 1 to 10 years, but there are even, like, some textbook says that sometimes tertiary may appear even 40 years after the this primary stage. Okay, so latent is asymptomatic. Okay, so and tertiary, what is the problem? Now there are serious problems, especially related to central nervous system and cardiovascular system. Okay, so in the cardiovascular system, it can be problems with aorta, aortitis, coronary arthritis. Okay, remember it can infect blood vessels in the perivascular areas, and in the central nervous system, tabes dorsalis or paresis. Okay, so these are the complications. Okay, now we are more interested in knowing about what effect it can have on a baby, right? If the woman is pregnant, and especially if it's a newer infection, say for example primary, then it's going to be more serious for the baby. Now literally it can affect almost all organs of the baby. You can read through all of them, but I'll just mention the important ones. Okay, so if a baby is born with congenital syphilis, so it may present in the first 2 years of life, and disease severity varies depending on what was the stage of disease in the mother. In severe cases, the baby may have cerebral palsy, hydrocephalus, sensorineural hair and deafness, musculoskeletal abnormalities, and this is the important thing. So why do we screen women in pregnancy for syphilis? Because the treatment is very easy. It's cheap, easy treatment, and it's timely treatment prevents all of these complications. So one of the characteristic features is this desquamation. The skin peels off. Okay, so it's desquamation. I think it's written here. It's the desquamation of hands and feet. But other than that, baby can have rash. Okay, the baby can have rash. There may be hepatomegaly, there may be splenomegaly even. It can even affect the lungs, it can affect the heart, it can affect hematological system of the baby, skin, eyes, hearing loss. So a lot of organs are affected. There may be abnormal liver function tests. So all organs of the baby may be affected, and nervous system, of course. Okay, so investigations. I will discuss investigations in the next part of the lecture. If you have any questions, just drop